Hello, I am Jamey from Stonemaier Games, and I'm here for round 3 of Rolling Realms Redux Game 71. It's really Rolling Realms, but we're using Redux for the first time in Game 71. And today we have 3 amazing games that inspired these realms in Rolling Realms Redux: Legacy of You, Flamecraft, and the Guild of Merchant Explorers. I'll go over them briefly, and then I'll explain them a little bit more as I'm actually playing through them. So in Legacy of You, you're using a number to fill in any box. You don't have to go in any particular order, fill in any box. And at the end of the round, you're going to score stars for each column, so each kind of set of numbers, if there are 2 numbers, where the sum is greater than each of the sums to the left. So you'll look at a sum, and if it's greater than the ones that were to the left of it, then you score a star for it. And you'll gain some resources along the way, and you can write the sums here so it's easier to account for. Once you don't have to complete a column, but if you completed a column, you can go ahead and write down the number. I see Abyss Eyes, Garrett, and Chad are joining me for today. Thank you all for popping in to join me for this live play. In Flamecraft, you're choosing either to enchant or gather. These are 2 terms that are used in the game Flamecraft. You're going to use a number. There's some numbers here that are available to enchant. So if you enchant, you will for enchanting, you can use any numbers to circle a resource circle. So circle that to designate a pumpkin. You don't get anything if you just enchant. So if you just enchant, you're using any number and you're circling. It's only when you gather that you actually get stuff. So with gathering, you'll write a specific number in one of these boxes from left to right. I believe it is left to right. It's intended to be left to right. We probably should have said left to right on here. And then you'll gain that shop's outlined unmarked resources. Then you'll mark them, and then you'll activate the shop ability. So if I've circled both of these pumpkins and I write down a number here, then I'll mark off both pumpkins and gain those pumpkins. And then I'll activate this ability here. And the abilities help you trigger. They do enchant anywhere, outline a resource circle, rewrite the same number, or gain a pumpkin or heart. You'll score stars here per shop where you outlined both circles, and you'll gain 1 star per shop where you wrote 3 numbers. So that's this star right here. So I guess left to right doesn't really matter. It's just that you don't gain that star right away. I see Corell is joining us here today. Ian is joining us. Blade and Brush is here, and Mark's staying up late to join us as well. Last, we have the Guild of Merchant Explorers. So here you're going to use a number to mark hexes adjacent to the middle city. So you have the city hex right here, and you can rotate the pattern. So these are specific patterns, specific colors or combinations here, and you'll gain the benefits. There's a certain icon that means adjacent. There are some that don't mean adjacent, and yeah, I think that's it. We'll explore these a little bit deeper as we play. You'll score stars for marked hexes. So you're trying to cover up hexes that have stars in them. Others just have resources. All right, let's jump right in and give this a try. Turn 1, a 4 and a 6. 4 and a 6. So Legacy of You is I would say one of the easier to understand realms. This was designed, I believe, by Matt Scora and then developed by Corell and I. Flamecraft is a pretty powerful one as well. And the Guild of Merchant Explorers. Since this is the easiest to understand, why don't I focus on these 2 right now to get a feel for them? Although right now, if I gather, I won't really gain much other than the ability, which is okay. It's fine to gain an ability, but I'd much rather have some of these resources circled before I gather if possible. So let's start with Guild of Merchant Explorers. Maybe use a bigger number, maybe the 6 here, to create a string of resources. All right, so this is adjacent right there. That could work. Why don't we try this? I'll use the 6 for, it has to be a water. I have to start with a water. Yeah, here's one. So I'll use the 6 to fill in this shape. So it's a water adjacent to any 2. So I'll just mark those hexes. So there's that, and there's that. And that gets me a coin. I'll try Garrett's method of going from bottom up this time. See how that feels. Garrett says, did I get a bit of a clearance from the doctor to walk a course this weekend? Yeah, thanks for asking about that, Garrett. I did go to the a surgeon yesterday in town to remove the staples from my appendectomy, and they said that actually I don't really have that many limitations on physical movement. So I think the other surgeon really was overly cautious. This surgeon is not all that concerned, or not as concerned. They said I can ease back into regular physical activity, and really what I need to be careful of right now are the incisions, like reopening the incisions. I have 3 incisions in me. So you need to be careful about that. But the surgeon that I talked to more recently didn't. She said that they did go through the muscle, but that they didn't really damage the muscle, and I just need to give that muscle a little bit of time to get better. Katie, if I didn't shout out your name, I see that you're joining us here today as well. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so I got that. I'm going to use the coin, I think, to circle something over here in Flamecraft. Let's circle this one. So assign any number to enchant, outline a resource circle. So I'm preparing to gain something later, but I don't gain that coin right away. And then I haven't done Legacy of You yet. Let's use a 4 in Legacy of You. And I want these sums to add up. I want them to be bigger on the right, less big on the left. Let's go after another coin. I'll put that 4 right here and get another coin. All right. Chad says, I just heard it's time to hit the disc golf links. I don't know if I'm quite there yet. The surgeon did say ease back into it. Take my time. And so I think I'll start like doing my stairs and my pull-ups again starting next week. Here's a 4 and a 2 rolled. And then I'll work slowly back into disc golf because there is a lot of core and twisting that goes along with disc golf. A 2 and a 4. All right, let's see what we can do from here. You can mark in Guild of Merchant Explorers, you can mark from the castle or from things that you've previously marked. So that could be helpful. The 4 could be any 2 things in a row or any 2 water hexes. So I could go down and get that star if I wanted to. The 4, yeah, I'm inclined. I don't think I actually used this coin. I need to spend that coin. But I'm inclined to continue to spend coins in Flamecraft for now to build up the value of these shops and then have them go off. Let's see how that works out. I don't know if that's actually really the right strategy for Flamecraft. But let's try that. So I'll use another coin to circle this other coin in Flamecraft. And the next turn, I'll try to use a 5 or a 6 to gather from this shop. So I haven't used a 2 or a 4 yet. Let's put the, let's use a 4 over here in Guild. 1, 2, and get a heart. And then I'll use the 2 in Legacy of You. It's a smaller number, so I think I'll go, let's go right here in Legacy of You and get a coin. All right, turn 3. Let me know if you all are planning to play any games this weekend or any outdoor or indoor games. Rolled a 4 and a 5 here. I have some prototyping, some play testing that I'm hoping to do this weekend. 4 and a 5. Okay, so I said I wanted to try to gather in Flamecraft in this shop. So let's use the 5 here. So we'll, let's see. So write a number. So write the 5. Write the 5 right there. I will gain that shop's outlined unmarked resources. So I gain 2 coins. And then yeah, I'm going to move that up there so I can write here. Yeah, that's nice. Right there. Let's do that. And then mark them. So I mark off those resources and then activate the shop ability. Let me see if I get a star from that. We outline both enchant. So I do actually get the star there. I've marked both of those resources. Then activate the shop ability. So I gain either a pumpkin or a heart. I'm going to go for a heart early on in this round. All right, so far so good there. I now have the 4 to use in Legacy of You or Guild. I lean towards using the 4 in Guild because I get to mark off 2 hexes. Let's go with, which 2 hexes do I want? This way gets me a heart. Actually, I get a coin down there, but 3 hearts could be pretty good. Let's go for the heart. So I'll go, can I do that? Yeah. So with a 4, I can go there and there to get a heart. Now I have 3 hearts that I could use to copy a number if I wanted. But for now, I'll just use a coin over here in Legacy of You in this low value spot. All I need is just for it to be higher than everything that came before it. So I'm I'll need to use a 2 down here. So there's a 1. Here's a coin. All right. Turn 4. Again, let me know if you have any questions or if you have any fun gaming plans this weekend. Here's another 2 and a 4. We've rolled 4 on every turn so far. Garrett says, am I getting ready for Chad says, getting ready for the Wednesday announcement. I am prepping for next week's new game announcement on Wednesday. Garrett's going golfing, disc golfing, or regular or ball golfing. Which golfing are you going, Garrett? And he's got a couple new games that he might crack open tonight. I hope you have fun with both of those, Garrett. 2 and a 4. So actually, I needed a 2 in Legacy of You. So let's go for a 2 right there. That way I know the sum is 3. It's greater than each of the sums to the left. That's fantastic. I get a coin out of it. And that's the 2. The 4, I could put a 4 in either of these 2 shops. Or actually, no, I can write, I want to circle some more resources. Oh, interesting. 1 star per shop where you wrote 3 numbers. Okay. That'll be a I need to start doubling up, I think. Yeah, okay. Okay. I see what you're doing here, Flamecraft. Let's use so I think it doesn't matter all that much, but I'll use no, it does matter, actually. I'll use the 4 over here for 2 in a row. I'll go right here and right here for a heart and a star in the guild. And now I'll use a single coin to, which one do I want to do? Enchant anywhere, outline a resource circle. Yeah, this will help me catch up on enchanting a little bit, I think. We'll see how that works out. All right, turn 5. Blade and Brush is hoping to watch Deadpool and Wolverine this weekend. I really enjoyed watching that. I hope you enjoy it too. 2 and a 6. No more 4s on this roll. 2 and a 6. Garrett's doing ball golf. Okay. Jim's going to try Escape Plan. Cool. And Mark said he had a friend score 700 plus points with the Fey Folk in a Tapestry. That is quite an impressive score, Mark. Very, very high score for Tapestry. 2 and a 6 here. Okay. Let's try Flamecraft with the 2. Although I really need a 2 in Legacy of You too. I might end up copying that. So if I put a 2 right here, it says, first I gain a pumpkin, and then mark off that pumpkin. Then activate the shop ability. It says enchant anywhere, outline a resource circle. That's what enchanting means. So let's enchant. I don't know. Let's prepare to enchant this one to give that a try. So I'll circle that, and here's the resource circle that I'll cross off. Okay, that was the 2. The 6. 6 can be something really good over in the Guild of Merchant Explorers. I could do any 3. They don't have to even be adjacent, or I could do a water plus 3 in a row. I think I'll go. Actually, it's not any 3. It's 1 of each terrain. Has to be adjacent. So let's go. It does not have to be adjacent if I didn't say that clearly enough. Let's go 1 for that's a star. 2, and so that was. I need to go green now. Green coin. And now I might copy the 2 because I know I need a 2 right here in Legacy of You. Ideally, exactly a 2. So I'll go ahead and try that. I'll go 3 hearts to copy the 2 and put it right there. And I get a heart back when I'm doing that. All right. Turn 6. A 2 and a 5. These 2 do add up to 7, so I could use 2 coins to copy either of those numbers. Could be pretty good with a 2 or a 5. Let's try the other Flamecraft gather ability and see how it works out. So I could use a 5 here, so I'll put a 5 right there. I gain this heart, and then it says Activate the shop ability. Rewrite the same number to gather in any eligible shop. So I could, this particular shop lets me loop it. So I could potentially repeat it. So I could write a 5 down here and activate it again, write a 5 down here. That's a pretty powerful way to use that shop. Correct me if I'm doing that incorrectly, but I believe that's correct. Rewrite the same number to gather in any eligible shop. As long as I'm rewriting, I mean, the 5 does work there. But do I want to do that? Because I know I don't have that hard in use yet. Let me repeat it once because this will help me catch up a little bit. So I'm going to write a 5 down here to gather again. But there's no circled resource to gain. And then I get to activate again, gather again, rewrite the same number to gather in any eligible shop. So I'm going to write a 5 down here to gather either a pumpkin or a heart. Let's go with a pumpkin, I think. All right, that was the 5. The 2, where do I want the 2? I guess I could go 2, 3 over here. Let's go 2, 3. There's a 2, here's a pumpkin. And then do I want to copy a number to use in the Guild of Merchant Explorers? I feel like I have some ground to cover over 3 turns. So I am a little tempted to copy one of those numbers, probably the 5. Let's go for it. So I could copy it in one of 2 ways. The slightly cheaper way is to use coins to do it. So I'll use 2 coins to copy the 5. There's 1, 2, and I need to, so that was a pumpkin, a star. And now I need to circle in a forest. Forest doesn't actually gain me much to do it, but that's okay. I'll put it right here to get me a little bit closer to that coin. Alrighty, turn. That was a 2 and a 5. Turn 7. Mark says star spaces are wild terrain for the Guild of Merchant Explorers. Ah, okay. So they can be anything. Star spaces match all colors. You're right. Awesome. Thank you, Mark, for pointing that out. That's great. Okay. A 4 and a 1. 4 and a 1. And turn 7 here. 4 and a 1. I might use Flamecraft again. That could be, although I would like to circle this first, this heart. So let's use the 1 to circle that, although I could use Flamecraft to make it happen. Yeah, let's do that. Let's circle this pumpkin. Yeah, I like that more. Circle that pumpkin. Don't get anything from Flamecraft. For the 4, I do like the 4 in Guild. So let's put the 4 over in Guild and cross off that pumpkin and a star. Pumpkin and star. I need 2 more stars from Guild of Merchant Explorers. I'm getting pretty close to them, and they're wild. So I guess another 5 or 6 would let me finish that off. Do I want to do anything in Legacy of You? I know that I need a 3 here or 4. I could put a 4 there. Yeah, why not? I'll copy the 4 and put that right here. That gives me a heart. This adds up to 6. There's a heart. And that means that I'll just need a 3 or higher right here. I'm not really optimizing this quite the way that I should, I think. Yeah, I think probably a good reminder for me in the future in Legacy of You is that these early columns, you don't necessarily need low numbers. You could just put a single. I could have put a single 3 here, a single 4 here. Probably should have done that. That would have been a little bit more optimal, but too late now. All right, turn 8. A 1 and a 2. Talking about low numbers, a 1 and a 2. How can I use a 1 and a 2 in these realms? So actually, okay, let's do this. Let's put the 2 right here in Flamecraft. There's a 2. I gain this pumpkin. And then enchant anywhere, outline a resource circle. So I will enchant right here, setting myself up for a future turn, my last turn, really, in Flamecraft. That was the 2. The 1. What can I do with a 1? I could make one of these numbers a little bit bigger in Legacy of You. The 1 I could also use in Guild. But really, I'd like a 5 or a 6 in Guild. So I'm going to put the 1. I'm going to put the 1 up here, I think, and gain a heart in Legacy of You. And yeah, I think I'll wait until the final turn to double up if I decide to double up on something. All right, final turn. Here we go. Turn 9. We have a 5 and a 1, a high number and a low number. I like that 5, but I'd like to get some more hearts out of it if possible. So actually, let's start out with Flamecraft. Here we go. We'll put the 5 right here. We'll gain that heart. We needed that heart. And then it says, gather in any eligible shop. A 5 can be used in this shop down here. So I will gather in this shop to gather, I think, another heart, honestly. Yeah, let's go with another heart. Not entirely sure about that, but I think that'll be okay. Now, here's the challenge. I know that I probably need to copy a number. But which number do I do? So I'm thinking that I copy the 5 and use it in guild. That gives me 2 stars since these star spaces are wild. Let's go for that. So I will use 3 hearts to copy the 5 and use it down here to get 2 more stars. I believe that's correct. Corel, let me know if that is incorrect. And because star hexes match all colors. So, yeah. And then I haven't used the 1 yet. The 1, so I could use pumpkins to manipulate the 1 up to a 3 if I wanted. I also have 2 coins, which I could potentially use to create a 2 and turn that into a 3. I don't know what doing both of those things will do, though. Honestly, I need a lot more hearts, and I don't have the space to get them. So, and then I also have the potential here of getting another star in Flamecraft by only using 3 pumpkins and 2 coins. Really, 1 coin actually and 3 pumpkins. Yeah, I think though I'd like to focus on all the realms if possible. So let's turn this 1 into a 3. That'll be a 3. Here's another heart, and that's a total of 7. And then I'm left with 2 coins and a pumpkin and 2 hearts. Not a lot I can do with that. Yeah, because I can't reactivate a realm with only 1 pumpkin. So I think that's it. So in Legacy of You, each of these numbers is higher than all of the numbers to the left of it. So, and there's no number to the left of the 2. Yes, so I believe this is 4 stars. 4 stars from Legacy of You. And Flamecraft, I came close, but I didn't quite get this star right here. So I'm getting 5 stars. So 4 stars, 5 stars, 6 stars over here. So that is 15.5 for my score. 15.5. I like that there is a little bit of a sense of mastery to these realms. Obviously, I stumbled through them a little bit in relearning them and also playing them for the first time in a while. But as Ian says here, should have filled or shouldn't have filled in both spots on each column on the left. Yeah, I should have used a 3, a 4, maybe a 5 and a 6 here, and then put more numbers in these rightmost columns. And then Flamecraft, letting them play off each other. I think I could have done that a little bit more optimally as well. Garrett got a 14.5. Ian got a 14.2. Let me know if you're watching now or in the future what you scored. And if it's in the future, feel free to compare it to 15.5, which was my score. Garrett says he's loving Roller Realms Redux so far. Thank you, Garrett. Yeah, it is fun. A lot of fun to explore so many new realms all at once. It is a joy to do that. Blade and Brush, thank you for playing as well. I hope you all have a wonderful gaming weekend. I'll be back in a few weeks to finish off the other 3 realms that we haven't played yet in Roller Realms Redux and the 3 new promo realms. Yeah, I look forward to that in a few weeks. Yeah, have a wonderful weekend. Thank you all for joining me, and I will talk to you later. I'll see you next Wednesday, actually, for the next live stream for the new game announcement. I'll see you then. Bye.